What's up everybody, Cove the Fox here, and welcome back to another episode of Fanmail Openings. We're just gonna jump right in. This first one is coming from the UK. Whoa, we got a whole bag of little goodies here. Oh, it's a little foxy keychain. What did I just say? I don't know what a keychain is. I'd be darned to know what a keychain is. This is a keychain of Foxy. And he's very cute. You made chokers. One of them is for Ozza and one of them is for Goat Mom. Okay, thank you for letting me know so that I can give them to them. That's very sweet. Oh, here they are. I still don't have a name yet because I haven't gotten to the letters, so I'm kind of doing this backwards, but look at how pretty these are. I think, okay, oh, I see. This one, I think, is for my mom. And then this one is for my sister. Very pretty. This one gives me like dreamsicle vibes. And then this one is the glitch trap colored one. That's so cute. And then this is the Night Cove colored one. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you very much. Oh, this is from Dark Links, or Links for short. So hello. I love your introduction. This is a strong introduction. And I'm also glad that you enjoy my music. I'm glad you like Vanessa into Madness as well. Someday I would love to do another big film project like that. I just don't know when. No, that's so cool. You're making your own like Vim tribute video. You've made fan art. That's so nice. I'm glad you enjoy my mom and I's silly dance videos as well. Those are fun to make. Okay, we do have questions again. The first one is, what inspired you to make Vanessa into Madness? Ever since I finished watching it, I've always wondered because wow. Well, back at that time, there was not a lot known about Vanessa / Vanny as a character. I don't even think we really, when I first thought of the idea for Vanessa into Madness, I don't even think we knew that her name was Vanessa. That was just a guess because of the emails in FNAF AR saying Ness and then VA. So I kind of put that together and said, oh, her name must be Vanessa. And then later when the game came out or whenever it was revealed, her name was Vanessa, and I was like, oh, okay. But before, I think it was like after Security Breach had its first ever teaser, but really the idea started way back in VR's DLC with finding the Vanny mask in the first place. I was instantly captivated. I was like, oh my gosh, no way. There's gonna be like a new villain that's gonna be trained by him and he's gonna like convert her to evil, and there's gonna be this really cool villain origin story or this villain arc for her, which we never got to see a whole lot of in the actual games, which is kind of disappointing because Vanessa got maybe 5 minutes of screen time in the whole game. But before the game came out, I was inspired to kind of make an interesting, original, but also kind of trying to stay faithful to some canon information, kind of interpretation of what her descent into madness could have looked like, which is why the series got its name, Vanessa into Madness. So it was really just kind of based off of my own interpretation of what could have happened between FNAF VR and the start of Security Breach when she gets taken over. Which of course, now that the Mimic is a thing and now that there's like this, you know, there's a whole lot more that's been revealed since Security Breach that has made that story kind of lose its meaning. But for its time, it was a really fun and cool thing to do to kind of try to imagine what her story was like. And I was just really interested in what that could have been, and so I made a series about it. You said you listened to Unlike Pluto, another one of my favorite song artists. Do you have any particular favorite songs from him? No worries if you can't think of any. Oh boy. I know he just released like a new EP not too long ago, and I forget what it's called. It's like To All the Toxic People or something like that. I think it like popped up on, I think it's just a single. I don't know. It's so hard to pick because all of his songs sound not identical, but they all kind of have like a similar vibe to them. So sometimes they all kind of blend together in my head. So I can't think of one specifically off the top of my head that I'm like, yeah, that's my favorite one. Because I kind of just put on his like artist profile playlist and I just let them all play. So I don't know. Gosh, I don't know. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but if I can by the end of this list of questions, I will circle around back to it. Number 3, what software do you use for your digital art? I use a free app called Ibis Paint X, or 10, that could also be. Pretty good one too. I use Metabang, which is also free, but not the best program. They also have a secondary one called Fire Alpaca, which is more geared towards 2D animation, which is also free. Used to be anyways, I think it still is. Another good free one that one of my friends uses is called Krita, also a 2D animation program. But yeah, those are just a couple, but I use Metabang. Number 4, I do apologize if this question is a little cheesy in any way. How and where did the name Night Cove come from? It's a pretty sweet name. This is actually kind of a funny story that I think I've told a couple times before in older fan mail videos. Pretty much me and my best friend Oodles, way back before, like this was when I was first creating my channel without the idea that it would ever become anything other than a personal use YouTube channel. And I was like, man, I don't know what to like call it. What should I call it? And at the time, my favorite character was Foxy, because I think only the first 2 games were out at the time. And so me and my friend were just going back and forth, kind of combining words together to be silly. And then she came up with Night Cove the Fox. And then I think I added the underscore just to be, you know, edgy or cool, because underscores were cool. I don't know. And then lo and behold, the name Night Cove the Fox was born. Inspired by Foxy and my OC. Because Pirate Cove, and then night being like blue colors because that's the theme of my character. So that's kind of where it came from. Number 5, I couldn't help but notice that you said you watched Monster High. My hidden girly side was pleasantly shocked. Which style of animation did you first start watching? The 2D animated series or the 3D animated films? No. I was playing the online games, girl. I was Generation 1 when they all still were like super tall and super like Bratz style kind of looking. I think maybe I had watched one 3D movie and I hated it because it irked my possibly undiagnosed autism. When things change, it was the same way with sequels to Disney movies, that I loved the first movies and then they would make a second one and the animation would change and the voice actors would change and the whole vibe would change. And you're like, brother, what is this? Like, it was like that, but that's how the 3D movies felt for me for Monster High. So I just like the 2D animation shorts that they used to do, where it would just be like one scene of, you know, like Claudette and Claude like getting into a tiff, or like, God, what was his name? Who's the Jekyll and Hyde guy who was like always causing trouble? He'd always cause something to happen. But I watched like the short episodes that were on the old website, which I wonder if that's still a thing, that website. But yeah, I was watching those, or I was playing the games on their website. And I had like a whole collection of dolls that I'm kicking myself now because I donated them when I was a kid and I like outgrew it. And now it's all like popular again. And now I miss the dolls because I had the original Generation 1 dolls with the original outfits. Ugh! But it's okay. Number 6, have you ever heard of a horror series on YouTube called Murder Drones? I highly recommend checking it out when you have the time, if you haven't already seen it. It sounds familiar, oddly enough, but I know that I haven't watched it. So if I have time in my spare time, I will check it out. Just thought I'd ask to be sure, is it okay if I made edits of your alt lore? If not, that's okay, I completely respect that. Of course you can. I've seen lots of like Glitch Trap cosplay edits, or just edits of my channel in general. Like, y'all are free to do that, I don't care. Have fun with it. Number 8, have you ever tried ice skating? You mentioned you are or were a dancer, so I was just wondering. I used to do competitions, then the Panorama came around and said hi. Ugh, yeah. No, the Panorama got in the way of my dancing stuff, so I feel ya. It was right when I had a very pivotal chance to grow in terms of the company I was in, and then everything got shut down. And so the auditions were all janky, the people like were all panicky, and just the concert was, it was a hot mess. I was grateful we had a concert at all. I did used to ice skate, and I did really, really love it. And I wish I could have gotten better at it. Number 9, how's little Timmy, Tempest, and Snowflake doing? I couldn't grab any merch to help with Snowflake, as horrible as I felt. I hope he's doing better, bless him. He's doing much better, and don't feel horrible about that. Please don't. He is doing great. Now it's just the journey of paying off everything, because you know how expensive vet bills can be. So we all figured it out. We're all doing well. It's not like we're all in a crisis anymore or anything. We were all just really worried for him because he needed emergency surgery for, it was like some sort of cyst that was like attached to his lung, but he's good now. He's far past, you know, post-op, and he's back to his normal self. He's super healthy, super happy. Timmy and Tempest are doing well. Tempest is right here. She's curled up just out of sight on her nesting blanket. And she's just been listening to me open fan mail. So she's good. Timmy is doing well. Once I'm done filming this, I'll let him out so that he can do his zoomy binkies for the day. But yeah, they're all doing really well. Oh, I'm glad that my videos can help bring you a little bit of joy. And yeah, definitely, I would love to see you at Phoenix Fan Fusion. I hope that I can meet more of you every year. Well, thank you very much, Dark Lynx, for the letter and the questions. I hope I managed to answer them in a not so confusing way. This next package is coming from Washington. Hi, my name is Charlie and I love your videos. I have been watching your videos for a while and they always make me laugh. You are my favorite YouTuber. Oh, what's this? Oh, we got a little bag of goodies again. It's a little, I can't tell if that's Glitch Trap specifically because of the stitches or just a spring Bonnie, but I love him. He's really cute. Whoa, it's like a chocolate bunny with a white bow tie, but it's also a rubber ducky. That's cool. Oh, he doesn't really squeak, but got a Five Nights at Freddy's bracelet. We got like Fazbear token. Oh, it's got Foxy on it actually. Oh, and a Freddy. There's one of each. They're like little aluminum Fazbear token covers. Look at how cool those are. Oh, it's like a little thing you can put on your finger. And then we got 2 bracelets. Very pretty. Oh, these are so cute. It's another one of the tiny itty bitty like plastic rubber duckies. I'm gonna have like a collection of those. There's like a homemade Night Cove and another Glitch Trap, I think. And then this one's Chica. Cute. There's all kinds of little neat stuff in here, like a smiley face, a little like coffin. I thought it was a domino piece at first because of the shape, but it's a little coffin. Hey Night Cove, me and my friends really enjoy your videos and music. I just have some presents and questions. First, what's your favorite Fazbear Frights or Tales from the Pizzaplex story / character? And do you like the Mimic or the Stitch Wraith better? Well, I don't know a lot about the Mimic because I haven't actually read any of the Tales from the Pizzaplex books yet. Simply because I just haven't had the time to like sit down and like start a new book. But I would love to because I feel like that would answer a lot of my questions and fill in a lot of, you know, lore gaps that are in my brain. So I'd have to pick from Fazbear Frights and say, I think that Into the Pit is still my favorite, not only the whole book, because all 3 of the stories are pretty strong, but specifically Into the Pit. I think the first impression that I got from that for the entire rest of the Fazbear Fright stories was just so good. Now having played the game, it's kind of like refreshed my love for it. So I would have to say that Into the Pit is my favorite story. Favorite character, I really like the idea or concept of Eleanor and how she's kind of borrowed from not Charlie in the original trilogy, so she's kind of a fascinating and creepy character. The yellow thing, Spring Bonnie, or you know, whatever you'd like to call him, is also a really cool creature. Again, seeing him in the pixel horror game kind of, you know, is cool because you get to see like a visual version of him outside of a book cover drawing or fan art or fan-made models. So it's kind of cool to get like a somewhat canon look for him, even though it's made out of pixels. So he's a cool creature. I like him too. The Stitch Wraith was just confusing. I don't know what the point of it was, because again, I haven't finished all of the Fazbear Frights books either, so I haven't read every single black page. So I'm not sure whatever happens with the Stitch Wraith, but he seemed interesting enough. His story was kind of cool. And then with the Mimic, it's kind of the same thing. He just feels like he came out of nowhere, although I know he didn't. He's been here the whole time. And we're just now kind of slowing down and getting to learn more about him, which is why I'm excited for The Secret of the Mimic, because I feel like they're finally going to give him a story, but in game form, like we used to do before we jumped to making 50 million short stories that we have to read to get an idea. So I'm hoping they're going to use this new game as an opportunity to explain him a little better, give him a little more backstory, without it having to feel like homework and going back and reading through a bunch of books, like having to collect and spend money on so many books just to read a few pages in the back, which is clever marketing, don't get me wrong. but it feels tedious. So I'm really hoping that this game will kind of fix that. So I'm really excited for it. I would love to love the Mimic, I just don't yet. So between him and the Stitch Wraith, I would say the Stitch Wraith is better for now, just because I've actually read more about it and taken the time to learn more about it. And the Mimic still kind of feels a little whiplashy to me right now. Second, as I'm writing this, there are 2 parts to your Day Shift at Freddy's series. Do you intend on beating all 3 games? I'm not sure yet. If you guys want to see more Day Shift at Freddy's, comment on this video, let me know, and I can decide whether or not to do it as a part of AAWG or to just do it myself. Then we could go from there. Finally, have you seen the amazing Digital Circus? Who's your favorite character? No, I haven't, but I already know all the spoilers, including characters or a character who dies. So now I feel, because it's everywhere, and that's my own fault, it's everywhere. And it's my own fault that I didn't watch it yet, so now I know. Like, I know, so I don't know, I'll watch it eventually. It seems really cute. So someday I will watch it and I will be able to pick a favorite character. Also, I have a game suggestion. You should totally play Cult of the Lamb. I would love to. I have friends who have played it. It looks like a really cool game, sounds like a really cool game. The only issue is, again, it seems like one of those things that's more meant for off-the-clock enjoyment. And since I'm usually busy working on, you know, music or content, I don't typically have a lot of time to start new casual games, but I would love to in the future because it looks like a really cool game and I've watched one of my friends play it. Oh, this is from Devin, by the way. So thank you, Devin, for sending me the letter and all of the cute little trinkets. I love them very much. The last fan mail for this episode, I'm not sure where it's coming from, but the name on the top of the box is Ellie or Eli, and it's in like a little shoebox. So if this is you, hello. Oh, there's like, whoa, there's, yeah, see? Look at that. And there's really glittery tissue paper inside. Whoa! What the? Whoa, it's a 3D printed Nightmarion mask. Look at that. Oh, so spooky. That's so cool. Oh, there's another 3D. Oh, it's his head. It's a little 3D printed glitch trap head. Look at that. This is cool. This is like a good like desk item. He's all like edgy looking. He's like a display item. You could just have him sitting on a shelf. Look at his little nose. Look, Tem. She visibly grimaced. When I turned him towards her, she said, "This is really cool though. Thank you." I really love this paper too. This is very glam rock Night Cove. I love it. Oh, you 3D print a whole lot of stuff. That's so cool. Look at that. Hello, I have been watching you for a while now and just figured out that I could send you stuff. First off, I made a photo of Glitchtrap with your name above it. Secondly, I have made for you Glitchtrap's head. Thank you, I saw him. He's really cool. Ooh, you know what? He could go over here. Yeah, look at him. He blends in with the table. That's a little spooky. That's a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. He's a little creepy. There, both creepies can be right next to each other. Aww. Wow. Both of those combined took about a week. Wow. The part of the modeling Glitchtrap took the longest and was pretty time consuming. Did you model his head yourself to print? It's really accurate if you did model that from scratch instead of just, you know, severing his head and converting it to an STL. That's bonkers. That's real bonkers. No, speaking of bonkers, this is brilliant. If I ever remake Bonkers, I'm just gonna hollow out the head when I do an STL, print it, and then he'll actually look like Glitchtrap instead of Glitchtrap from Temu on crack. Because I love Bonkers wholeheartedly, but the way I made him, he's been through the ringer. It looks like he's seen horrors beyond human comprehension. I've been wanting to create some FNAF prints for my friends, but none of them like FNAF, so I've made some for you. Oh, who doesn't like losers? They're not real friends. Boring lives they must live without Freddy Fazbear in them. I hope you know that you've been a huge inspiration to me. My 2 favorite songs from you are We Can Dance and Please Stand By. They are so good. I have a question. Did you sing them both and or write the lyrics? Yes, I did everything. All of the songs I make, unless I specifically say featuring this person or you know, remixed with this person. It's all just me. Could you sing We Could Dance for me? You look like you came here for a show, but don't be alarmed cause we already know. You're not one of us, but you could be. You'll see. What is your favorite 5 FNAF characters? Oh, brother. 5? Well, I'll just go in order of the favorites that I've had over the years as different games have come out. We have Foxy, he was the first. We got Spingletrap. We got Scrap Baby. I had to remember which game comes out next. It's fine, we'll skip a few. 1, 2, skip a few. Vanny, just because I'm in denial and I'm hoping that with FNAF VR 2 that's hinting that she's gonna get more purpose, you know? And Glitch Trap, those are 5. And Circus Baby. Sorry, I forgot Circus Baby before Scrap Baby. But those two kind of go hand in hand, I guess. We can combine them. But that's 5. 6. What is your favorite FNAF song? Five Nights at Freddy's by the Living Tombstone. I just answered that actually, so easy. What is your favorite FNAF game? Excluding Help Wanted. Oh, well, but that's my favorite. How can I answer what my favorite is if I can't say my favorite? Probably the first game. To be real. Do you think my creations are cool? Do you think I'm cool? Yeah, you're totally rad, man. I love these prints. Very nice. Oh, this is you. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Eli because there's not a second E. So thank you, Eli, for everything. This is really cool. I super appreciate it. All right, so that's gonna do it for fan mail openings. As of recording this, I am all caught up with everything I have received in the mail so far. But thank you again for taking the time to send me such wonderful, kind, and just really cool stuff. You guys are so cool. You are cool. All of you are cool. And I appreciate every single one of you. And as always, remember to stay bright because you are a star. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.